to look for in a good like recording studio or a producer.
Okay. Right. Okay, so when you say we, you mean like your band, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And who's in your band again? Sorry, I just got to get caught up on all this info, like instruments.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, so my buddy Jake, he plays electric guitar, and then my other buddy James, he does the drums, bass, and keyboard.
And it's just you three?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And you're wondering about a recording studio and a producer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that kind of depends on sort of like what the goal of the project is. So could you like describe to me the project you guys have in mind?
Some of the songs are ones that we've been working on for a long time. We just never really got around to recording because of all the shit going on. We've all been super busy.
Yeah.
So there's like the Me, Myself, and I, like the G-Eazy one.
Right, okay, yeah.
Then I wrote another one for Cocoa Butter Kisses, like the Chance.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah.
But in total we have like 6 songs, so they're all kind of the same vibe. We're just trying to make it like fairly chill.
Okay, and your guys' vibe is like a little bit more probably rock than like the typical rap group, right? Because like you did the G-Eazy shit and you replaced that with drums and guitar, right?
Yeah.
And you got like, and I know you did like that Marilyn Manson song too, right? Didn't you?
I don't remember actually. That might have been one I tried to cover.
At some point. Well, yeah, so I guess that's like where my next advice would come for a producer. Because a producer is like a good recording studio is like always going to have the same shit, I guess, but it's like a good producer. There are lots of different types of good producers, but there's only one type of good recording studio, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So let's start with the producer, I guess. So like, and I guess there are 2 things to talk about. What you guys want your sound to come out like, and then what you want your project to do. So like, if you want your project to be like, I don't know, like on the radio and stuff, that's going to be like one kind of producer. If you want it to stay underground, that's like another kind of producer. If you want it for just like to introduce a new audience to you guys, that might be another producer. And so I think in general, the best thing to do, where are you guys, Vancouver?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
We're mostly aiming just for, we don't really want to do too many live things. We're veering more towards like internet, putting out the mixtape on like a bunch of websites or whatever. Just introducing to a new audience, I guess.
Okay, cool. So, all right, because that does take you in one direction and not another. So it's like, I guess you guys would want to, if you're going to pick a producer, like, almost like 20 years ago, an A&R would have done this for you guys, right? And that would have been good because the A&R, like in order to pick a producer, you sort of have to know production. So it's like, you guys should really get together and talk about what you want the sound of the album to be. And I don't mean what you want the album, like the lyrics on it, or like the stuff like that. I mean, like, really, I guess mostly how you want it mixed and what you want the energy of it to be. How you want it mixed, what you want the energy of it to be. So, like, ideally, because I produce for other people, but ideally, like, one of you guys would be a producer, and then your job would be super easy, right? Like, you just pick him. But it's like a matter of different stuff, because when you pick a producer, you should know. And are you looking to pay someone for this, or like someone just to sign up for the project?
Oh, we're definitely gonna pay.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, because we don't have like. We've tried to record. I have a decent mic and stuff. It's just the acoustics are shit. In my room, and we're kind of looking at we want it mixed. In the first one, we had like a pretty live feel, and I liked that, but I wanted a little bit more like polished sounding.
Right.
Because
Okay.
it still sounded kind of raw, and I was kind of annoyed at the last one because he didn't even take out the metronome in some songs.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty amateur.
Yeah, so, like, just to be clear, you know, when I say producer, like, a lot of people don't even know who, like, these mega producers are. You know, like, they don't know who Rick Rubin is. And that's a problem, because producers are really, like, it's a good producer. If a good producer produces an album, the album will actually be the producers. It won't be Jay-Z's. It won't be Weezer's. It won't be whoever else Rick Rubin has produced for. You know what I'm saying? And so, to pick a producer, if I were you guys, I would do it as a group and get together. And, you know, I bet there are Craigslist ads for producers. Even studios will have in-house producers. So you might even do it that way. Like, pick a studio by just picking the producer you like, because they'll be on the payroll of that studio. And you need to ask, those two questions, how you want it mixed and how you want the energy of it to be. But it's like, I know that the producer and the mixer are actually two different people, but it's like the producer will tell the mixer what to do, right?
Yeah, from what I understand, he's more like a director.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah, that's actually the great word that I've been looking for, right. So, like, he's a director. So what I would do is get together with your bandmates, go through, pick like 4 or 5 recording studios with in-house producers in Vancouver area. Y'all are from, all 3 of you are from Vancouver, right? Or does someone have to fly?
We're all from Vancouver.
Okay, cool. So
we had a singer who's now in Calgary, but he's really busy.
Okay.
He's going to business school.
Oh, actually, that's the dude I was thinking of. Yeah, because I thought there were more people in your group. So, like, and just to prove it, like, how do we want to do this? You know, because I'm thinking of, like, the one thing you guys should tell your producer, you know, because, like, I've been saying, I know your guys' music, I know what it sounds like. He or she should understand that you guys have a bit more of a rock influence than most typical rap groups, right?
Yeah.
Because, like, that shit kind of hasn't happened since Run DMC in the 80s. Well, Beastie Boys, I guess, too. But, like, so you should be clear, because, like, one producer, let's say you get a super rap producer. He's going to do some things that will kill your guy's sound a little bit, which might be, like, too loud vocals. Like, the vibe might not be as chill as you want, might not be as chill as it needs to be. You know, because rap is basically gangster rap, and it's basically hard. And I know your lyrics come hard sometimes, but you just got done telling me that, like, that's not really the vibe you want, you know? But then if you got a rock producer, like, they might go too far in the other way and, like, mix your vocals too low and then really just be all about, like, guitar tone and amps and have, like, 1,000,000 amps on every fucking song and shit like that. And, like, you obviously don't want that either, right? So you might even, like, look for a producer who's done rap and rock. Or, you know, they say their favorite groups are Run DMC, Beastie Boys, dudes like that. Rick Rubin produced for Beastie Boys, actually, so that's another good. But, yeah, Rick Rubin actually is someone who has done both rap and rock, because he did Weezer, but he also did Jay-Z, too, right? And then, obviously, Kanye West's Life of Pablo. So, this is all sort of stuff, like, if I were you, I would get together with your band and really talk about, and then maybe even have, like, a backup plan, because, like, a good producer can make an album, and a bad producer can ruin one. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, your guys' songs might be awesome, but let's just say you get the worst fucking producer in Vancouver, or someone who doesn't understand your project. And, like, then, like, you might as well re-record all of these songs. You know what I'm saying? So you're sort of looking for, like, a producer between a rock producer and a rap producer. Because, like, you know, Kanye West, as a producer, like, makes every instrument on a track, right? He samples it, or he tells that person what to do. But a rock producer is really more of, like, a manager trying to get the best out of you guys with certain tones. He might work on your articulations, stuff like that. So, like, a rap producer, there's no middleman, but a rock producer, there sort of is, you know?
Yeah.
So, and again, like, you sort of need both, you know? And so, like, just a group I'm thinking of. So, I mean, if you're down with...
I was almost thinking, like, if we get, like, an audio engineer, and because we have a really clear idea of practicing for a while, so I don't think we're going to change anything drastically during the recording.
Yeah, then I would just focus on, like, the mixing then,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't really need the producer. I mean, because if you guys are doing all of your shit live, and you want it polished, well, that's a matter of you guys playing the instrument and then mixing, and then getting someone to mix it properly. You might get a producer just for the mixing, actually, now that I think about it. Because, like, dude, mixing is, like, 99% of an album. It really is crazy just how many options an audio engineer has when they set these things up. You know, because, like, again, well, that's what I was saying before. Like, rap, the snares will be really loud. They'll be really cracking. They'll be in, like, the 3,000, 5,000 range. But, like, rock snares, they'll be a little bit under the vocals. Not that they won't shine through, because there's the backbeat. So you might even just focus on that. Like, because, yeah, you guys have been playing together for a while, and it's not like you're trying to come up with ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
we even have it, like, down to the parts where, like, there's solos and stuff like that, and we're like, okay, this is going to be this sound level. We have all the sound effects written down.
Oh, awesome.
On the amps and everything. So, like, we're really prepared, and, like, we're going to try and knock out 6 songs in 2 days. Hopefully.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's definitely doable. Well, how about, okay, then just get, like, a good, well, first you need someone to run the session, which will come with the studio, and then you need someone to mix it. So, honestly, like, if none of you 3 guys know, like, a lot about mixing, I would get someone else to do it and almost be your go-between. Like, you tell this producer how you want it to be mixed, and then the producer will tell the audio or the mixer engineer how to do it. Because, like, I'll go back and forth with my guy. We've gotten to, like, 30, 40 drafts of a track. And that was sort of before I had this vocabulary where I knew what was possible for him. Because if you don't know the possibilities, then you might just be like, oh, well, I want to hear that better. But, like, that doesn't help him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, like, always, it's all about trade-offs in mixing. It's like, well, if you want to hear the guitar better, you're going to hear the vocals less, or whatever. But now I know, like, well, what if we heavily compress the vocals and then pan out the guitar more to the right? Can we turn the guitar up while it's still all balanced? And then he can be like, yeah, that will work, and stuff like that, you know? So what do you think? Can you guys, like, have conversations like that? Or do you need someone for that, too, do you think?
I guess we do need someone, because we really don't do much mixing. Like, the heaviest we ever get into is GarageBand. I know it's, like, super basic.
Yeah, I would definitely get a producer then. I mean, I don't want to brag, but, like, I could definitely do this for you guys, I guess, if you don't find someone. But if you need someone to be in the studio with you or whatever, that's cool. I'm just trying to explain to you, like, sort of the dynamic that will lead to this album coming out the best. Because the last thing you want to do, please don't do this for anyone's sake, is, like, just record it and then drop it off to the mixer. Because he's just going to do whatever the fuck he wants, you know? And he's probably going to do it so it's as quick and as painless as possible, you know? Which it'll just come out sounding like a bad fucking, like one of the last Guns N' Roses albums or whatever. What was it? Chinese Democracy?
I don't really listen to them, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but just, like, super plastic, cellophaned, everything too loud, everything super compressed, no liveness to it, no life, I guess. So we could, like, I don't know, like, do you want to keep exploring this? Because we could listen to different producers so that you know how you want it mixed, or, like, do you want to go over one of the actual songs?
I guess go over the songs, because I've talked to a few already, and I need to go see the spaces and everything, and, like, talk to them in person. So
yeah, okay, cool.
Maybe get back to you on that after I have a better idea.
Yeah. Let me just, like, real quickly.
There's a lot of options here that are, like,
So great.
Within distance or affordable.
Yeah, exactly. So just to like underscore this to you, I guess I just want to do like a quick demonstration. Hold on. Do you listen to the Arctic Monkeys at all?
Yeah, actually, covered one of those songs like a while back.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah. So they're sort of famous for their production, but not necessarily in a good way. At least early on, because they are super. Their production, I guess, is like kind of cookie cutter. That like everything's super loud. It's the same damn instruments, and so like their fans love their first album. Whatever people say I am, that's what I'm not. But like savants and like people who enjoy audio for audio's sake, like hated it because it was just super compressed. You know, it was the loudness wars. So I just want to quick listen to like a song of theirs and then a different song so you kind of know what like not to do, I guess. And to sort of really try and drive home just how important production is, if that's okay. Is that cool? I mean, mixing. Yeah, is that cool? Yeah, then let's, here, I got my Spotify going. So let me go to their first album. Because there's one of them that just starts off like, there's no, here, and actually, I can send you a picture of what its audio file looks like. And that might even, no, that might even be better. All right, hold on. Actually, not that one. I haven't listened to this album in forever, man. Yeah, let's, Alright. So this is the view from the afternoon, and we're just gonna quick listen to it, and it's a little hard. But I guess the only thing I want you to pay attention to is how loud it is, which is a really weird way to listen to a song. But, like, just listen to that for, like, we'll do, like, a minute.
Okay.
Anticipation as a habit to set you up for disappointment in evening entertainment. But tonight there'll be some love. Tonight there'll be a look and share regardless of what's gone before. I want to see all the things that we've already seen. The Larry girls and out the window of the limousine. Of course it's fantasy dress. And they're all looking back for long. Bunny ears and devil arms and hell. As a habit to set you up.
Right, okay, so like that's enough. So like as songwriting and even instrument playing, it's pretty good. But like as production, it's really just loud. Which is annoying. But like people didn't even realize it because they are so used to it by now. So like that's one way. So you see what I'm getting at, that like the same song can come out in many different ways. And so you could have done that. You might want to look over that. It's about all of this. And then someone from Duran Duran, like completely, I think it's Duran Duran, completely shits on Arctic Monkeys because they fucking hate it. Yeah, see, it's even on the goddamn Wikipedia page as a loud album. Led Zeppelin, Nine Inch Nails, Nirvana, Nevermind, the reboot, Taylor Swift, 1989. So, but like, so this could have come out in a much different way if you go to a good producer like Rick Rubin, who did Weezer's Blue album, and then you get stuff like, what do we want this?
Thanks for all you shown us. like when we made when couldn't find steam. Things go back to bed once but never again. We've all left the den and tight by him.
So, like, both of the songs I just played you, like, they're loud, but they're both pretty loud, but in completely different ways. You know, in the Arctic Monkeys, like, the voice and the guitar are essentially, like, fighting each other to be heard by you. You know, but in the Weezer, there are swells, some parts are loud, some are soft, and Rivers Cuomo, the singer's voice, is much more integrated into the fabric of the loudness that's behind him. You know, like, you can still hear it, but it's still really clear, you know? So hopefully this, like, gives you some sense of what kind of, when you judge producers and mixing engineers, you really want, I just call it liveness, or the track to have life to it, you know? Not everything compressed, which is when you turn sounds to all have the same level of volume. Not everything just panned left and right and shit like that, but those things to change and stuff like that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool, yeah. Alright, so what song of yours do you want to go over then?
I actually wanted to show you a couple instrumentals that
Okay.
I'm working on. One of them is a song I've done before, but we decided to revive it.
Oh, cool.
And another one is just kind of indicative of, like, the vibe we're going for, I guess.
Alright.
So, show you this real quick. My mic setup is not set up so you can, like, hear my sound.
Okay.
So maybe you could play it off yours.
Yeah,
for, like, just a couple seconds.
Yeah, you want to mail it to me? Email it to me?
Oh, I just sent it to you on Skype.
Oh, did you? Okay, yeah, it's not through yet.
Send it one more time.
Yeah, make sure you're sending it to this account, right? And not, like, my old account?
Yeah, it should be on there.
Okay.
Did you get it?
No, not yet. No, the last thing I see is just the loudness war thing.
Oh, that's weird. It's called the false. If you type in a false reality instrumental on YouTube, it should come up.
Okay, false reality?
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta write something down or I forget it. Okay, YouTube, false reality. Okay, it's a real Dizzy Wright track?
Yeah.
Alright.
Fiverr presents How to Entrepreneur. Got an idea? Isn't that cute? My little sister has ideas. You have a business to build.
So yeah, that's pretty much like the whole loop.
Yeah.
I guess the idea was like the I don't know what it is, like a horn or trumpet or whatever, and all that other stuff. It just kind of adds like a kind of like nighttime drive music, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. So, what did you... I'm sorry, are you saying you want to sound like that, or you want to rap over that?
That's one of the ones we're covering. We're not going to use the instrumental. We basically came up with like layers to come up with something pretty similar. But yeah, it's kind of like the vibe of the album. Most of our songs are going to sound similar to that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry, let me hear it again. Okay. Yeah, that won't be super complicated to recreate. I mean, the thing is, like, the drums will always sound really different unless you synthesize them super heavily.
Yeah.
Excuse me, from rap drums, because most rap drums are analog. But yeah, okay, cool. So how are you guys like recreating it? Are you getting a keyboard, I guess, drums, and then your voice over it?
Yeah, so we got we're gonna use a MIDI keyboard, drums, and then we got basically my friend is able to use some like really weird guitar effects to pretty much recreate like a lot of the sounds there, but then they're adding a lot more. Like we got like some very simple solos in there and
Nice.
whatnot.
Nice. Yeah, okay, cool. So did you want to show me what you have so far for it?
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Also, lengthwise, like most of our songs are they're pretty short, like 2 minutes 30 seconds to 3 minutes long.
Oh, nice.
So we're trying to keep it around there because I don't like it when songs are like incredibly long and there's not a lot in there.
Yeah,
like
you can
1 minute intro.
Yeah, you can really only do that kind of shit like when people will listen to your music no matter what. Like Kanye West,
exactly.
like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and shit like that. Yeah, because actually I literally just wrote a article about how streaming has changed music, and one of the things was it makes songs simpler, and it also makes songs shorter. So like that's definitely just it. Because if you listen to like Lil Pump or XXXTentacion at all, they all their songs are like under 2 minutes. It's sort of incredible. I don't know. You want to email it to me, yo? Because I'm not getting it through Skype, man.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I sent it to you.
Okay, cool. I'm just waiting for it. No. Oh, okay. Those are the lyrics?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you have any... do you have any recording of this done?
I think I do, but it's on my other computer, which is out of commission right now.
Oh, okay. Is it getting fixed?
I scrapped it for parts. It was
nice.
Just being annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, well, and you can't, play, like, the beat behind you and do it for me now?
Let's see if I can find a way to do this. Let's see here. Not sure if this microphone will pick it up properly, but we can try.
Okay. Yeah, and if that doesn't work, like, you could just do it a cappella, I guess.
Sorry, 1 sec.
Yeah.
I'm just hooking up my other microphone.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's like the only way I can do this. I just put a dent in my ceiling.
Nice. With what? Your microphone?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
too tall.
Nice.
So what have you been up to, man? It's been a while.
Yeah, not much. Mostly just school stuff, which I finished in May. So I graduated, got my master's degree, and all that good stuff.
Congrats.
Yeah. So it was good. Just super busy, doing stuff like that when I had finished. But now actually I moved back from Boston to Philadelphia. And so I'm just living here, applying for jobs now and stuff like that. So, yeah, man. So been good. Just still trying to work with these lessons and stuff like that.
I think it's
Mm-hmm.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Is the sound fine?
Yeah.
So I guess I gotta play this off my speakers. I haven't done this in so long.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this is giving me flashbacks, man. When are you guys going in to record?
End of September.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Five years I've been practicing my rap game. 0 years have I ever practiced cat aim. Cause I don't have them. Lucky don't have to, I'm a lucky guy. What happens if they break and wake me while I'm out of sight? Well, I don't know. Say your prayers, I see redder than your WAM flow. Throw my cares in the chair through the window, through the air, down the stairs, and he looks broke. Heard a knocking and the cops said, where they at though? 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 Tell me where they at though. Lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy. If luck's a lady, then we shack up every single night.
Nothing wrong with it as long as you can recognize the kinds of things I like to think about on long drives. Can't tell you anything you haven't heard about already. Take it easy, know we all about to keep it steady. Keep a breezy in your pocket when it's getting heady. Daydreaming, reading signs at the Getty. What up? Do it again and again and again and again now. Do it again and again and again and again now. Sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point. Sometimes I wonder why we even the point. Sometimes I wonder, do they want much? Most of all I hear about is superficial stuff. Sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point. Sometimes I wonder why we even the point. Sometimes I wonder, do they want much? Most of all I hear about is superficial stuff. Or just trying to get by, trying to get by, trying to get by now. Or just trying to get by, trying to get by, trying to get by now. Or just trying to get by, trying to get by, trying to get by now. Or just trying to get by, trying to get by, trying to get by now.
Nice, cool. Okay, you mind doing it again for me one more time?
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, it's just a lot to go through at once.
And we're probably gonna have like, I think for this one we're just gonna like kind of fade out, but we have mostly planned exits for the songs.
Okay.
This is like the newest one I just did, so it's not
Mhm.
completely polished like
Yeah.
lyrics wise and stuff.
Okay.
Five years I've been practicing my rap game. 0 years have I ever practiced gat aim. Cause I don't have one. Lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy. What happens if they break and wake me while I'm out of sight? Well, I don't know. Say your prayers and see redder than your wind flow. Throw my cares in the chair through the window, through the air, down the stairs, and he looks broke. Heard a knocking and the cops say, where they at though? 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 Tell me where they at though. Lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy. If luck's a lady, then we shack up every single night. Nothing wrong with it as long as you can recognize the kinds of things I like to think about on long drives. Can't tell you anything you haven't heard about already. Take it easy, know we all about to keep it steady. Keep a breezy in your pocket when it's getting heady. Daydreaming, reading signs at the Getty. What up? Do it again and again and again and again now. Do it again and again and again and again now. Sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point. Sometimes I wonder why we even a point. Sometimes I wonder, do they want much? Most of all I hear about is superficial stuff. Sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point. Sometimes I wonder why we even a point. Sometimes I wonder, do they want much? Most of all I hear about is superficial stuff. Or just trying to get by, trying to get by, trying to get by now. We're just trying to get by, trying to get by, trying to get by now. We're just trying to get by, trying to get by, trying to get by now. We're just trying to get by, trying to get by, trying to get by now.
Cool, man. All right, nice. Yeah, so, okay, that gives me a lot better idea of what you're going for. So, yeah, there's, like, a couple small but important things, and then I think, like, a bigger question you gotta answer about the structure of the song. So let me just do the small stuff first. So, I like your opening line a lot, especially Rap Game with Gat Aim. Is sort of a really funny rhyme, like in a good way, you know?
Yeah.
But one thing is, I would pronounce the words like each other so that they rhyme better, because one of the weird things that happens here is T and P sort of undercut the rhyme a little bit. Like, Rap Game still rhymes together, but I would go like Rap Game and Gat aim, and you're kind of doing like rap game, gat aim, you know. And so like I'm just trying to say like really close hard on the opening words, hard on the opening words, because then that also bolsters the rhyme. So it's like if I could do it, 5 years I've been practicing my rap game. 0 years have I ever practiced gat aim. You know, you hear I put that little pause in between, but it bolsters the rhyme, because the awesome thing about this rhyme is that you've sort of flipped it, right?
Yeah.
Like, rap game is, you know, like the G starts the second word, but then in your next rhyme, the G starts the rhyme, right? So it's like you almost put them backwards. And then the other thing is, yeah, just P and T. Because when we say T's at the end of the word, we inhale the last breath, so we don't pronounce them. So we say gat. You know, we don't say gat. But normal people will say rap, and they won't say rap. You know, and close hard on it. But if you do, it's fun, because then it's sort of like a reversal again, right? Because rap game is a adjective followed by a noun. But then the first one is sort of like a noun modifying an adjective. Right? And so that's another cool thing. And so, because I don't have one, lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy. What happens if they break in, wake me while I'm say, well, I don't know. Say, I like this metaphor of the redder than your aunt flow. Throw my cares in a chair. So when the cops say where they at, though, who is the they there? Is it just like a general criminal person?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. I'm cool with that. Nothing wrong with it as long as you can recognize. I think has too many syllables in it. Because that has too many syllables in it because the sentence before has too many syllables in it. Because I thought you were gonna rhyme, if Luck's a lady, then we shack up every night. But you go, if Luck's a lady, then we shack up every single night. Nothing wrong with it as long as you can recognize. But you see, I gotta rush it now. So you could do either, right? Take a syllable out from the first one or take a syllable out from the second one. And, like, obviously the rhythms work when you have more, but it just doesn't quite fit the flow of the beat is sort of the problem. The kind of things I like to... That's a really good... you've gotten really good at... Like, I remember your songs, you know, a while ago used to... like, really dance around an idea or take a while to get to the idea. And now you've gotten much better at, like, just getting to the point of it and then really driving it home, you know? Because that does that. But lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy is really nice, too. You know, the repetition of lucky obviously makes it stick in your brain. I would say, but then, you know, like I always talk about, you want to maximize your good ideas. So the one thing that sticks out to me is that the first time you say it, it's in the middle of a verse, and the second time you say it, it's at the start of a verse. So the first time, it's sort of like a great idea that just gets passed by because it's sandwiched in between two other ones. So I don't know how you want to do that. I mean, that sort of ties into the bigger question I have about this song, which we can get to now, because it might be a solution to kill two birds with one stone. So, like, because the question to me is, the structure of the song is not very clear. Like, there's no chorus and there's no hook, which is fine. Songs don't need to have choruses or hooks. But at the same time, there's a lot of repeated material, but you're never repeating the same thing. You know, so, like, when you're like, where they at, though? To me, that's still part of the verse, even though you're repeating it, because you're singing it and you're putting variation in it. But then by the time you get to, and do it again, isn't really part of the verse, but it's almost like ad-libs, because it's so general, you know, do it again. Like, that might be how a rapper starts off a song, and then they go into the verse, right? Or they might end a song like that, right? But then you go to what you call the bridge, and this is sort of where I get confused now, because you repeat do it again many times, then you repeat the sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point part many times, and then you repeat we're just trying to get by many times. So now it kind of just feels like you're skipping from chorus to chorus to chorus without ever, one, telling us which is the most important, and two, without ever putting verses in between. Which, again, you don't have to, but it would make the structure a lot clearer. But I don't think we should do that because all your songs are short. You said you want to keep them that way, and the energy you've got on this is really nice, so we'll come up with a different solution for it. But, like, do you get what I'm getting at here?
Yeah, our other stuff is more like, I guess, typical 16
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And for this one, we're just like, oh, what if we wrote a song with, like, 3 bridges?
Yeah,
Or-
no. And, like, to be clear, it's like, it's working for me. It's just, you got to give it a shape. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to do something that tells the listener, like, okay, this is the most important part. Or, like, okay, this is what we've been building up to. Because, like, there are a lot of messages in here. Like, are you just trying to get by? Or are you, like, not hopeful about the world when you say, sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point? Or are you just rapping when you're like, do it again, do it again, do it again? So it's just like there's no real clear takeaway message, which is what structures give us, both musically and, like, lyrically, right? So my idea is, I really liked your idea to fade out on this song, because that works well with repeats and the laid-back nature of the beat. So I think you should repeat on We're Just Trying to Get By Now. And, you know, you're a good singer, and so to highlight your singing like that is a really good idea. So if I were you, I would do that like 8 times and structure the song so that We're Just Trying to Get By Now is the chorus and most important part. Like, structure it so that, like, that's what you're building up to the entire time. And I think a way you could do that is the bridge is actually, don't repeat it twice, but keep it, have the same melody twice. So sing that for me. Sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point. I forget how it goes.
So it's like, sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point.
Right, okay. So I think you could, and this is what I mean, like, the changes are really simple. So I would repeat that melody, and you can do that melody, I guess it's 8 times, but just change the words for the second part, you know, and don't rhyme on oi or the vowel sound. You got to make it different. You got to make it different, and change the word from sometimes. So, but then it's like a singing verse. You know what I'm saying? And then the structure starts to become much more clear. You're like, oh, okay, Do It Again was just like an interlude, and then this is like a singing verse, and then We're Just Trying to Get By. Oh, that's the point. Okay, I get it. Because, like, that's what is...
I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's what's already in this song. We just need to bring it out more clearly. Because, like, sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point. Well, like, that might be what you think on this song, but it's not, like, the main point. Because if it was, then you would, like, give us ideas for how to make life better or the world better, right? And so, yeah, I would just do all those things. So make sure you say, We're Trying to Get By Now, should be done 8 times, not 4. The bridge's melody, sometimes I wonder what the fuck the bridge's melody in a single bar can still be done 8 times, but for the last 4, don't rhyme on the oi or vowel sound, and change the opening sometimes formula. So then it'll be a singing verse. Because then the structure makes a lot more sense, you know? Then it's sort of like verse, I'll call it a, where they at though? Verse, it's like singing, but it's inside the rap verse. So I don't know, singing inside rap verse is just what I'm gonna write. Then, like, we have the second verse. Then we sort of have the ad-lib interlude where you're like, do it again. Then we have the singing verse. And then we have what I'll call the chorus, which is, we're just trying to get by. But, like, before, it was sort of just like verse, 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 chorus, chorus, chorus. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, is all this making sense to you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that's the biggest thing. I really like it. You know, your singing is actually, like, really good because you can integrate it super well into your rap, and you got a nice voice. Like, other rappers, when they move to singing or to rapping, like, it's really super clear that that's what they're doing, you know? So, like, Kanye is kind of like that. Not that I don't love Kanye. But Drake is Drake is a little in between. But yeah.
Yeah, I think I finally found a little bit more of my style.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like, yeah, I would just like
comfortable in that zone.
Yeah, just like start hitting it, man. Just start hitting it. Like, dude, just accept the fact you are a good singer, bro. Like, you don't have to sing quietly. You don't have to like look bashful while you sing. Like, you're a good singer, man. And so it's like I want to hear like those little tails. And you can do it better than me, but like, you know, you kind of put that like vibrato on the word point where you shake the pitch. Like, give me that vibrato, man. Don't be like, maybe here's some vibrato, but like, sometimes I wonder what's the fucking point, you know? And again, you can do it better than me, but just like, hit it, man. Like, give it to us. Because that is, like, again, if you think you're a good singer, and the listeners will think you're a good singer. But, like, if you show this kind of lack of confidence, like, that'll come across, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, you've been building towards this a while now. And to be honest, like, it works super well with your rap. So yeah, so just hit the singing is what I would say. Lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy. I mean, even that could be like your outro. Like that you fade 8 times repeating, which is the chorus. You know, because like that's a really good line, and like we're just trying to get by now works from all angles, but I've like heard it before. You know, like there's literally a Talib Kweli song called "Get By." But like I've never heard anyone say "Lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy," and that's a really good way to be like, well, yeah, man, I'm not like this trap rapper who's in the trap every day, but like I realize that it would suck to have to do that, you know, and so that really solves a lot of your problems at once, and it's more specific to Austin Thorn, you know. Everyone feels like they're just trying to get by, but like. Lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy. That's sort of, in one way, something that only Austin Thorn could say, or has thought up to say, up until now, you know? So you might even take that and put it at the end. But then I might even start off the song with your singing, like a few loose ad-libs. Like, don't begin the verse with that line, because I like the rap game, Gat Aim. But like, when the beat first drops, maybe just you quietly, like, playing on it a little bit, you know, like lucky I don't have to, or whatever, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, man, yeah, this works really well overall. I like how short it is, because that has kept you really like focused, I feel like.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I really lose focus if it's too long. I just trail off. I don't even know where I am anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And plus, like I said, the popular songs are shorter nowadays. And the cops say, where they at, though? Lucky I don't have to, I'm a lucky guy. If Luck's a lady, then we shack up every night. Nothing wrong with it. The kind of things I like to think about on long drives. I already said how good that line was. Can't tell you anything you haven't heard about. And this is what I mean. Like, that's just something super genuine and super authentic. You know, because a lot of rappers, they want to give you the answers. Like, Eminem wants to give you the answer, right? But, like, your thing of what to do in life, I mean. But, like, if for someone just to show up and be like, look, man, I don't know what to tell you, well, that's really genuine and authentic, and people will gravitate to that. So, yeah.
I want to make it so, like, even if someone's just, like, passing through or whatever, and they hear it, they're just kind of like, oh, this is at least all right to have in the background and not turn it off.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, man, definitely. One last thing was actually... I would want you to continue the change here you made in the first line into the second line. Because you did it like this. Can't tell you anything you haven't heard about already. Take it easy, know we all about the keep it steady. Or something like that. But I would go, can't tell you anything you haven't heard about already. Take it easy, know we all about the keep it steady. You know, and keep doing that. Because that's actually the first time that you end your sentence on a lower pitch. With that contour. Okay. Without the whole verse. And so when you introduce that big a change, it's just like natural that you keep doing it. And also it makes the keep it steady, like as a slang term, it makes that as a slang term sound way, way, way cooler. You know, when you're not trying too hard. When you're like, the keep it steady. You know, you can't be too like energetic or uptight when you're saying that word, or else it's not cool because you're not keeping it steady. You're being too hyper or excited or whatever. Heard about already. Keep it steady. Keep a breezy in your pocket when it's getting heady. And then on the third and fourth ones, that's where you can mix it up a little with Getty and Heady and stuff like that, okay? Just wondering,
I
what's
was wondering, actually, if those two lines make sense, because, the Getty is, a museum in L.A.
No,
so, the ghetto.
No, yeah. See, at first, I thought you meant... Okay, only for, half a second did I think you meant the ghetto, and then I was like, no one would ever call that shit the Getty. And then I saw how it was spelled, and I remembered it. But to us, to Americans, do you have a gas station called Getty's?
No, we don't.
Oh, okay, see,
no idea.
So to Americans, I heard Getty, and I thought you meant the gas station. So it still works.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So it still works, but I don't know, man. No one goes to a museum and daydreams. If you go to a museum, you're looking at the shit at a museum, And
I'm usually too high.
Oh, okay. Well, but still, that's not daydreaming though.
Yeah,
you would be on a trip, I guess, right? You would be having stoner thoughts, which isn't daydreaming. So you could be well, that's the gas station, or you could find a better way to rhyme it. But plus, you're not from LA, and I'm not saying that you can't write about shit in LA. I'm just saying that will keep more people from being able to figure out that you meant the museum. Because if you really meant a famous USA museum, I guess the Met is, is the Met the opera? No, ours would be the MoMA,
sure.
Right? Or to me, the Met, but the Met would be the Metropolitan Opera, I guess. Hold on, let me see if there's the Met Museum. Yeah, okay, there is a Met Museum. Metropolitan Museum of Art. So, but you wouldn't say...
I actually heard of that.
Yeah, but you wouldn't say Medi either. So, but the Eddie vowel sounds are super easy to rhyme off of, so it's, not killing me here. And when you say breezy, what do you mean?
Like a joint.
Okay, just because breezy means... I've heard breezy be used in lots of things, and a joint works well, because, then you're, blowing a breeze, right?
I heard someone say it somewhere, and I was just like, it kind of makes sense.
No, yeah. So it works for that, but to me, a breezy, I've heard it used for a girl and also for a gun, though. And I assumed...
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
No, but looking at it now, getting heady, you mean headies, right?
Yeah, I don't know how to say it.
Because we say headies for good weed.
It's weed smoke. Yeah.
Yeah. We say headies for good weed, so that's fine. But daydreaming reading signs at the Getty is if you were sitting at a gas station, that's when I daydream. When you get these weird little moments throughout your day while you're waiting for shit to happen is fine. But yeah, so something to think about. And again, it's not it breaks the verse. It just sort of...
Yeah, I'm sure I could find something else to go in there.
Yeah, exactly. So I would just think about it. But yeah, man, I think that's
also the daydreaming reading.
Yeah, no, daydreaming reading. Yeah, definitely. That works well. And plus it wraps up the verse nicely. Because then it sort of encourages people to keep thinking. Well, yeah, cool, man. I think that's a good place to stop then if you don't have any other questions.
Yeah, I have a couple more songs we can go over maybe next time.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Cool, man. Okay.
Go back to sleep.
Yeah, really. Yeah, actually, I'm about to take a fucking nap. So did you want to do this again next Sunday, or when did you want to schedule this for?
1 second. I'm just... That's so annoying. They change it 5 times a week. Next Sunday, I work at 5. Yeah, it works.
You want to do, could you do 1 p.m. or is that too early?
It's a bit early.
Okay, yeah,
it was up to 3:30.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you want to do 2 p.m. East again next time?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Sounds good, man. Well, yeah, I'll finish this then, and I'll see you next Sunday at... Oh, you know what? Yeah, I guess I have your WhatsApp. I might have to change it and kick it to the next weekend. But okay. I'll let you know.
If there's a better day for you, just let me know because I I mostly work at 5 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's mostly I have to figure out my schedule, so it's like I have to do work, and then I'll talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just don't be surprised if I gotta move it or cancel it like last second. Sorry, man. I won't do it again. But
No, it's all good.
yeah, I gotta.
I canceled.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I gotta write like this big. I'm trying to develop like an open mic piece that's like 10 minutes of just straight rapping, which would normally take me like 3 weeks to write. So I'm just trying to like go into lockdown for a week straight and just bang it out in a week. So that might be that week, but I don't know because it's our Labor Day, so it's a government holiday.
Okay.
Yeah. So okay, well I'll talk to you. All right, man.
Okay.
All right, peace.
Take it
Have a
easy,
good
man.
one. Yeah, later.